Hi, and it is the feast of Christ the King. I can't believe, but it's already the end of our liturgical year. And the gospel this Sunday is really a very interesting one because we hear the tension that is in this gospel between Pilate and between Jesus. Jesus is brought before Pilate and tells him that he has come to testify to the truth. And Pilate says to him, well, what is the truth? And of course, Jesus doesn't answer him in a verbal response because really everything that Jesus has done up until this time is his response. His life of what he is doing and how he is living his life is the truth that he wants all people to come to. But Pilate's not interested. So we see the tension between Rome and between Israel. And how timely it is when we watch the news to see the tensions that are going on over between Palestine and Israel today. We see that all these years later there is still that human condition and that tension that is present among the land of Jesus. And so as we listen to this gospel today, we are then only going to ask ourselves the question, what is the truth for us? What is the truth for you and me? How are we living that truth in our lives? If we look at who Jesus is as our King, he's a very different King than we would probably paint a picture of. He is someone who came to gather sinners together and to save them. He's someone who came to give his life as ransom for the many. He came to show us that true love is sacrificing for one another. Sometimes those are very foreign concepts for all of us to grasp. They're difficult because we live in a world that is selfish. We live in a world that tells us we have to be only for number one or for ourselves, and that we can't worry about everybody else. And yet, with the things that we've experienced, certainly in the Northeast here with Hurricane Sandy, we realize how much we really continually need to reach out to so many people and how limited we all are until we come together as a community. My friends, I can't stress enough as we close out this liturgical year and begin our new year, which next week will be the first week of Advent, or as we say, Advent 1. Hopefully it begins us a time of pausing, a time for us to really recollect and say, what was this year about for us? And what do we see for the year ahead of us? How are we going to end this year on a high note? And how do we begin next year with enthusiasm and energy, challenging ourselves to be the best that we can? I know I need that all the time. And I thank God for the community at Church in the Nativity in Midland Park, New Jersey, a stewardship parish, who challenge me all the time to be a better person, to be a better Christian, to be a better priest and a better pastor. Let's do that for each other. We have some wonderful things that are coming up as we begin Advent next weekend. On that 10:15 Mass, we have our Family Mass, and then immediately after the Family Mass, we have our Advent Family Day. So it's a great thing to bring your children to, that we can come and to put together our Advent wreaths. We have projects for the little kids. It's a great way to start off and a good way to teach our children that we're in this season of Advent, because otherwise it gets lost in Christmas. So it's a good time for us right after that. So we ask you to please plan on joining us after the Mass and spending some time that morning with us. We also have wonderful refreshments and everything there too. That's going to be on December the 2nd. Then on December the 7th, we have our Christmas tea. And that's really a great time to bring some family and friends together, especially for the women of our parish and other people. And so that's going to be in the evening at 7:30. It's $10 for a table, and we invite you to come. It's going to be the first time that we've ever done this, but we're looking forward to hopefully getting a good number of people to join us. And then we have our Advent mission. This Advent mission that we have is going to be on December 10th, 11th, and 12th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so we want you to remember that those are really important days, and if you can carve out all 3 of those days or one of those days for yourself. It's going to be a wonderful experience. Father John Gabriel is going to be our speaker, and he's a native son here of Midland Park, New Jersey, and of this parish. And he's just celebrated his 25th anniversary as a priest. So we're thrilled to have him here. He's also the vocation director for the Archdiocese. And he's going to do a talk on the 11 stations of the Nativity. And he's going to spread that out over a 3-day period. And he has lots of other things that are going to be incorporated into his talk. So we urge you to come and not miss this wonderful event, because it will really put your mind and heart in the places that we all need to be as we prepare for the Christmas celebration of Jesus' birth. God bless you.